Good morning, all of you. Hello, I am Mosmin Das from Gaur Robertson Convent Higher Secondary School, Umaria. Today I am going to tell about NEP 2020. What is NEP? Where is it came? And how is need this policy? Let's go with me. Understand? So, if this policy is very beneficial for the students and parents also. In this policy, every student will be skill developed. Many more things in this policy is a new education policy is a comprehensive framework to guide the development of education in the country. So you don't know that the first came in 1968 and the second in this policy in 1986 under the Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi governments respectively. NEP of the 1986 was revised in 1992 when P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister. Now, third new education policy 2020 released. The new education policy will not just change the way a student study, so but also the way of examinations are the conducted and the final assessment is provided. So there will be a lot of flexibility to choose the subject in the school and colleges. Now you will ask to me, so how do I choose the right curriculum for my child? Now let's understand each of the key of the change being brought into an Indian education system with NEP 2020. We will help you analyze how CBSE is gearing up to the offer international level education and a first grade division and a structure. Introduction 3 years of the preschooling. NEP has taken a similar approach like Cambridge and IB, which also the offer dedicate the primary years of the program. NEP is very beneficial for the students, also the parents. So dismantling the age old 10 plus 2 concept. The policy passed for a 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 design co-corresponding of the age of group. So 3 to 8 years fundamental stage and 8 to 11 years preparatory of this stage and 11 and 14 years middle stage and 14 to 18 years secondary stage. So this brings early of the childhood education, also known as a preschool education for the children of the age of 3 to 5. So as you know that under the umbrella of the formal schooling. So now assessment of the evaluation CBSE has always been known as it's a root of the learning and a memory based assessment of the students. This was a measure of the setback for most of the parents like you who have the understood the growing of the importance of the progressive and a global approach to the evaluation. Moreover, it was one of the reasons why many parents of the shifted their children to an international curriculum. So, however, ending that structure, there was a major shift from the summative assessment to a more competency based regular assessment that test analysis critical thinking and a conceptual clarity. And similar to the IB curriculum, exams will not be conducted every years and for your child. Instead, your child will take the school examination in grades 3, 5 and 8 board exam. For the grade 10 and 12, will be continued but redesigned with the holistic of development as the aim, the idea. In this instill of a sense of responsibility and self of the evaluations among the students, especially at a tender of the age. This is a welcoming and a must needed chance. Additionally, it will be ensured that your child is not a just assessment based on her and his academic performance, but other factor that focus on a overall personality development as well as. So now is school of the curriculum pedagogy. So Indian education system, all of the effort to make a curriculum more of the holistic and will be in a vein if not for the right and a global level of the pedagogy. Your child education is based on authority they interact with the learn from on the daily basis of the teachers and their method of teaching. New education policy, and so the emphasis on this aspect as well as and curriculum to be adopted and developed is aimed to be a more skilled of the based. So listen carefully, my dear parents. Gone are those days, and when universities and top of the companies cared about academic scores alone. It is a great thing that is a government has realized it a shift in a global education, thus it is a bringing to a home to Indian students and parents as well. According to new education policy 2020, the school curriculum and pedagogy will aimed for the holistic of the development of the learners by the equipping them with the key of 21st of the century skilled. Additionally, it also the aim for a reduction in the syllabus of enhance essential learning and critical thinking. This new policy, this new policy is a students increase the flexibility and choice of the subject to study across art, humanities and science, sports and a vocational subject. And a vocational education will start in a school from a 6th grade. Dear parents, remember that school start in vocational education from a 6th grade and will be include the internship. This means that your child can OPT for a mathematics and a fashion or a AI means artificial intelligence at the same time, much like a 50 plus subject offered by IB and Cambridge board. And a power of language, one of the highly and debated the topics of the National Education Policy 2020 is the multilingualism of the based shift and a policy advocates for the mother tongue or a local language or a regional language as the medium of instructions at least till grade 5th, but preferable till the grade 8 and beyond. Sanskrit will now be offered at all the level of the school and all of the level of the school and higher education as an option for the students, including 3 language formula and other classical languages and literature of the India also to be available as options. Justify the move and the policy state that children learn and gaps of non-tribal of the concept more quickly in their home language. So now next last Technology in the education. We live in a tech driven of the society. Almost every decisions we make is influenced by technology. Many top of the Indian school offer tech of the based education. Until the now, most of their schools were affiliated and international curriculum option. Only a few CBSE schools use the smart of the board and projectors for this classroom teaching by the teachers. With the NEP aim to increase the technology based education. The national curriculum can provide top nest of the learning to its of the students and the policy state that an autonomous of the body. It will be created to provide a platform from a free chance of the ideas on the use of technology to enhance learning, assessment, planning. So I think you are understand the new education policy. God bless you. Goodbye.